70 degrees. You got the Air It Out podcast. JD, Raylene, we're both with you.
Good morning.
And we're saying, how the hell are you? We hope you're doing well. It is now hump day. How you doing, Raylene?
I'm doing great. It's hump day and it's ladies' day at Vermont Quick Lube and Car Wash in South Barrie.
I forgot.
Yeah, today the ladies can go right on over to Vermont Quick Lube, get all lubed up, get a carnation as a thank you for being as wonderful and amazing as they are, and then a car wash too.
You look so excited. Why are you so excited?
I always get excited about Ladies' Day at Quick Lube.
I know what you were going to say.
I always get super excited.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
What a team over there, too. Craig.
My car, though, it gets expensive. I have all these oil changes all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so I can go over there and visit the boys on lube day.
It's just an excuse. It's just an excuse.
Just an excuse. That's right.
And what a great bunch of guys over there. Craig Premont and the rest of them. I mean, it's just Jacob, just all of them.
They're a good group
people.
Of guys.
And trustworthy, too.
And it's just, you can tell when you go there that the work environment is a good one because they're all always in such good moods, and they're all just the communication with the customers and everything. It's just,
I went in there one time, I'm like, what the hell are you guys all smiling about? What is it? Do I have a stain on my shirt or something? What's going on?
I really should bring them ice cream today.
Yeah.
I do that when it's super,
do.
super hot.
I know you
and
do.
I really should bring them ice cream today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea. Or maybe a couple of cold beers.
Well, they can't have cold beers and then continue to work.
I know. But, they could sneak one in the bathroom.
John Lyon might get a little pissy about that.
This is true.
Just saying.
This is true. They could sneak one in the bathroom when no one's looking.
Yeah. OSHA won't care.
What the hell is going on, Raylene?
What is not going on?
Jeez, what's going on?
I know. What is not going on? So,
but can we start with some weather? Yeah,
let's start with some weather. It's going to be super freaking hot again today. And check on your neighbors. The heat advisory is still in effect until tomorrow at 7 p.m. Yep. They're saying that today the humidity could actually be a little worse than yesterday. It's way up into the 70 percentile. Right. Not good. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly, disabled. Make sure that people are doing okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you want to kick off the day by telling my son, Craig, happy 31st?
Oh, my God. Where's my bell?
I don't know where your bell is. You're always losing your bell.
31?
He's 31 today. That's my baby.
Yeah.
How scary is that? Oh, my God. It's crazy.
I have to tell you.
And you have to stop losing your dinger. I hear you can't find it a lot.
I have lost my dinger so many times. So many times. It should be attached.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, happy birthday to Craig. 31 today.
31, yeah.
31. And he's probably going to celebrate by working.
He is working.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves to work, though.
Yeah. Even when it's hot? Hotter than balls like this?
Even when it's hotter than balls. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I drove through East Corinth the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, man, it's when Hollywood came in there and they built the sets and they made everything look so amazing and beautiful. They turned that little, was once a village store, and they turned it into, another new village store, but it was all, a Hollywood set.
Right, and then they take the facade down, and they go away, and everything's back to normal.
Yeah, but I gotta be honest with you, and I'm not trying to piss anyone off in East Corinth. Okay? I'm just saying it like it is without any bullshit. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like shit. I mean, it really does. The front of that is, sorry to bring attention to this, folks, but I mean, the front of that building, across from the library, the Blake Memorial Library there. I mean, the whole front of that building is just such an eyesore. It just, I don't know if they're talking about this.
Well, maybe you should call Hollywood and ask them if they could put the facade back since they used the building.
I don't know.
Why did they have to take it all down?
That's a good question, and they have to take everything down. They have to leave everything exactly the way it was, and it's like there's so much work involved in putting it up. I mean, even the bridge, they take the bridge down on Chicken Farm Road right there. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, I understand if they have to take the fake house that they built up on the hill, if they have to take that down. Because, it's the weather and the wind and all that stuff. But, man, it's like, I just wish that whoever owns that building could just kind of fix it up. I mean, there's shit everywhere. Yeah. It looks horrible.
Money. Maybe Hollywood should have left a little money behind.
I don't know, man.
I'm just guessing their pockets are a little deeper than the people that own the store.
It's disappointing.
Just saying.
Booten's saying that Happy Herb's truck was in the original movie. I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
I really did. Happy Herb, that guy kicks ass.
He does kick ass.
He is just like...
He and Tina both. They're great. They're great people.
My God. I mean, he's always so positive.
Yeah.
And happy.
Yeah.
He's Happy Herb.
Yeah.
Anyway. Can I bitch about something else too?
Sure, why not?
A little bit of a soapbox this morning. Is that okay?
Sure, why not?
Is that all right, Mr. Massey? I'm hopping up on it. I mean, Mary's okay with it, but
yeah.
Was with a friend who insisted. I'm going to get sued here. I know. I'm going to get sued. I was with a friend who insisted that we stop at Ben & Jerry's for some ice cream. Am I going to get sued?
I don't know.
Because I just said Ben & Jerry's?
I don't think so.
Should we call it Stan and Larry's or something? We'll change it.
Or the really expensive ice cream shop in Waterbury. How's
really that? Expensive? Are you serious, Raylene? You're going to stop there? You're going to end there with your description? You're not going to go... You're just going to say really expensive? You're not going to put words in there like absurd, ridiculous...
Expensive.
Robbery?
Yeah. And no longer owned in Vermont.
I could not believe it.
I like Hood ice cream just as much as I like Ben & Jerry's. So it's kind of like my coffee. I will not spend $3.50 at Dunkin' Donuts when I can go to Cumberland Farms and get one for $1.20. It's not happening.
I'm with you.
And so
I'm with you.
Yeah.
But
I don't find anything that great about B&J.
Yeah.
BJ's.
Yeah. B&J.
Yeah.
It's too late. We already said Ben & Jerry's. God damn it.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I want you all, Chris, Booten, Mary, I want you to just, in your mind, close your eyes, breathe through the nose, focus, concentrate. Imagine 3 scoops in a waffle cone.
Being $15.
Just, let's play prices right here, okay? Chris, come on. What do you got? Booten, what are you saying? What do you guess for a number here?
Your mind was blown.
Upset.
Your mind was blown.
No, 20. He says 2313. Mr. Booten, we know that Legendary is amazing. I got you on that. I mean, I go there all the time. So Mary's saying $12.50, Booton's saying $10. $9.75.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on here, Raylene?
I don't know.
You might.
Well, it's supposed to be really, really, really good ice cream. That's $7 for those little half pints.
I don't know, man. I can take some ice cream and mix some shit in it myself and charge less than half of that.
Yeah.
Some graham crackers.
It is
or
super
something.
expensive.
I don't know. It's just, and the thing that gets me is the line of people.
Well, it's tourist. It's not Vermonters.
I know they're all tourists.
It's just
but
a tourist
I
trap.
wonder how many tourists.
Do you know how much a hot dog costs at Disneyland?
I want to say $10.
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Same damn thing. They've got you right by the balls,
I don't
JD
know.
Green.
I don't know. I wonder how many of these tourists walk away going, boy, that was good ice cream, but I don't know if it was worth $9.75 for 3 scoops.
Josh Howard wants to know what's going on with the Berry City water.
All
So, Michael and I talked about this last night during council meeting.
Please recap.
So, everybody knows that there are certain spots in the city that are still experiencing gross, discolored water. I would not drink it. No, I would not drink it. Absolutely not would I drink it. And I think that the city needs to put a request into FEMA to have bottled water at the auditorium again until it can be resolved. The city is working on it. It's, as everybody knows, the system is super old. It's huge. It's complex. There's a lot to it. And it took a huge hit with the flood. And yes, it has been 2 months, but a lot of the first bit of it was certainly not, everybody was digging out and pumping basements and those sorts of things. Yep. So, and water was here. And some people didn't even have water when all of this happened. So it hasn't been being worked on, every day for the entire 2 months. There was some stuff to do to recover first.
All right.
But the city is working on it. They've been flushing line, draining tanks, doing what they can, trying to get into different areas.
Is there a boil notice?
So, no, there is not a boil water notice because the water is not testing positive for high in certain metals and stuff. So the water is testing okay as far as drinking, although you wouldn't want to drink it. If you looked at it, you would not want to drink it. There's no way. But to go to the extreme and compare it to Flint is a little bit crazy and just trying to make people petrified. And that's not going to help any of us in the situation. The water bills came out. Some of the water bills are huge, through the roof huge. And if you got a high water bill, you're supposed to call the city and talk to Clint. And a lot of they knew that some of the water bills, because people had been running their water, trying to get it clear. Some of the people had been affected by the flood, broken pipes, this, that, and the other, that they were going to need to reduce some of those bills that they are excessive. So they went out at the rate that did increase the August 8th, the August 15th meeting. The city approved the rate hike for the water and sewer. And so those bills did go up, but they shouldn't go up 2 and 3 times what you normally pay. And so
almost sounds like Unilever owns the water,
right? And
stuff.
So you just need to contact the city and let them know that yours is not, just the rate hike is not. It's way more than that, and they know, and they plan to abate those, or reduce them at least. So yes.
Jen says they're only abating if you had a broken pipe. If you were running water to muck out and clean up, those will not be abated.
I don't know. They didn't say that at the council meeting. They said that they would reduce those as well.
Okay.
But
And
I don't know.
Tom's been on, and he's been talking a lot about this.
Yeah, and Michael too, and they both said so. I don't know. We have to call and definitely find out more and stay on them about it and stay on the city about that and very much say Jen just got off the phone with them, so they're going to definitely need to adjust more, and they're definitely going to be getting more calls. And I know that there are plenty of people on city council that are all for bill adjustments, because people understand that water was run for hours and hours and hours for cleanup purposes. Right. So
what's any word on these FEMA trailers? Was there any discussion of that?
No, Michael and I didn't discuss that. We just know that they're coming, but there was no talking about that.
Yeah. John saying that he's a Unilever shareholder. Oh, no.
Well, good.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I wouldn't be happy about the rate hike. I'm not happy about it. I mean, I'm in the town, but we pay tax, water and sewer to the city of Berrien. And
can we just say it? Can we just say it like it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, it just is. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. And furthermore, how some of the elderly folks living in and around Berry City who are on a fixed income are able to afford,
or anybody right now can it's certainly tough with groceries and everything else, as expensive as they are. This is not a rate hike that that people can just swallow easily.
Yeah,
at the moment, for sure. It's super bad timing, to say the least.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Frankly, and I've had this conversation lately too. It seems like I have this conversation with a friend or Sherilyn at least once a week. I'm not sure how anybody can afford really anything anymore. I mean, just the price of gas, going out for dinners, just.
Or going to get an ice cream.
Or going to get or going to get an ice cream. I mean, my God, it's just nuts. People are pinching pennies, man, and understandably so. I mean, it's just amazing. It's amazing. Hey, make sure to like and comment and share and give us a thumbs up and a heart and a laugh and a cry and a anger or whatever it is that you're feeling. We love to. We love to hear from you.
And there are there are city forums coming up, some where the city is going to hear from the community, and I urge people to go to those. I know that people don't want to necessarily go to council meetings and things, but these are important meetings that are coming up, and if you want to be heard from and you want to complain about this sort of stuff and you want your voice to be heard, then come out to the meeting, because posting it on Facebook isn't going to get to where it needs to be. It's not going to get the message to where it needs to be. And I wish more and more and more people would come out and stand up and start talking, because that's the only way we're going to get anywhere. If we communicate, and we've all gotten so used to, myself included, communicating by text and everything, that we don't have a conversation anymore. We don't write letters anymore. We don't we just don't do those things. I think this we've all forgotten how to do those things, and it's going to be super important to attend those meetings and really say what's on your mind. Say what you got to say.
More than ever. Let's
talk about it.
I picked up a copy of The World. I've had a chance to thumb through it a little bit, but we always anything that's going on in our community, anytime. 99% of the time, we get it from The World. I mean, Raylene is constantly dragnetting social media and find out what's happening in and around our community. But we love the world. They bring us the community calendar, and frankly, we bring it to you. But without the World newspaper, I think we'd all be screwed, because they do such an amazing job keeping us up to speed on what's going on, and we love them. One of the things is this big community forum that's going to be at the Opera House, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they're going to provide the meal that night, the pizza, and so it's going to be a good night to come out, have dinner, have conversations, and really let's start getting down to the thick of what needs to be done now.
That's right.
Now the mode has shifted. Everybody's done digging out, doing those sorts of things. The mode has shifted, and so be a part of the solution. And we can't, like I said, stirring the pot on social media isn't helping any of us. If we're going to find any solutions in the matter, then we need to all have a discussion.
Yeah. And Chuck's got a great point here. He says people are too afraid to come out. They're more brave when they say it on Facebook than they do face to face. So,
right.
I mean,
which is really shitty.
It is, and it's a good point.
But it is a good point, kind of. I mean, you shouldn't. What is there to fear at city council or speaking up in your community? What is there really to fear? No, you might piss off a neighbor or a councilman. Big freaking deal. I do it every day.
Here's the thing,
and I don't give a shit.
I'll say this to Michael Deering, who just wrote, they can always email council too. Official communication is key. I'll say this, and I might get some kickback from him and from others, but I'll say this. What I hear from so many people, and the way I feel myself, is that it's going to fall on, most of the time, it just seems like it falls on deaf ears. That shit is just not brought up.
Right.
I mean, look at the Wheelock building. I mean, everyone was speaking out about it, but council sometimes seems like they stick their fingers in their ears.
Well, some of them. Yes.
Some of
them. For sure. Absolutely.
And it's like in that, I think some people get pissed off about that, and others just get pissed off and just give up and say, fuck it. It's not worth, trying to communicate with my city government, because they've got their own fucking agenda and they don't give a shit. And that's how people feel.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not saying everyone feels like that.
Come out, though. Please come out on Wednesday, September 13th. It starts at 5:30. At 5:30, they'll have pizza. This is at the Opera House in the lobby. So they're going to have pizza at 5:30. At 6 will be the community discussion. From 7 to 8, they're going to talk about housing, long-term recovery, and resilience, and helping efforts. And from 8 to 9, they'll be doing individual and youth wellness, recovery resources, and natural resources and climate. So please come out and check that out. We know that the deadline for FEMA has been extended by 30 days.
Yep.
And no matter whether you're a business, a tenant, a landlord, no matter how much damage you have, no matter how little damage you have, maybe you don't think you have damage at all, they're asking that you still register, because maybe you do. Maybe you think that you don't, or maybe you think, oh, it's only a couple of $1,000s, it's no big deal. Yeah, but register. They're asking that everybody register.
Sure.
That was affected.
Yeah.
And then because I have to duck out on you.
Yeah.
The tire and bulky waste disposal event is next Saturday, the 16th, from 9 to 3 at the auditorium. And I mean, when I say bulky waste, we're talking as much as passenger car, light truck tire, motorcycles, bicycles, lawn tractor, tires, will be accepted for recycling. No rims, though. So mattresses, box springs, couches, chairs, yard toys, household appliances, no yard or hazardous waste accepted.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
And this is the 16th?
yes, the 16th, and you do need to prove your city residency.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, this sounds like what's in Chuck's living room alone. I mean, that's unbelievable. And this is it's a couple of years now that Berry City's been doing this. So it's great.
Yeah, it's a huge help. I mean, it's a huge expense, and
Sure.
the city is well aware that not everybody had all of their trash out right on time
Sure.
for all of the trash pickups. I mean, there are a lot of people that are still cleaning up and that were very overwhelmed by the situation
Right.
and didn't necessarily get right on it and start getting things done. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right. You cutting out?
In just a couple minutes.
All right.
Yep.
You, go ahead. I want
Brenda's watching, and she's
I want you
she's
to take the mic.
she's the groomer, and she's telling me that I can have some minutes. So I'm taking some minutes with you. Yeah.
I had to go in there sometime and get myself groomed from Brenda.
Oh my God.
Does she do any like manscaping?
No.
I'm sure she's got the clippers.
There's no help for you. She got the clippers all right.
All right.
I'll tell her to clip it good.
Anything else community calendar wise?
Well, we know. Well, the State House lawn. So this weekend on the State House lawn, you can still buy tickets for the concert, which is Dave Keller, who, by the way, did you see the announcement on Air It Out?
He's got a new album.
Well,
I know
he's got a
about
new
that.
album, and he was also had a whole I don't know what you want to call it, full page profile in the Rolling Stones French edition. So our very own Dave Keller, right here, JD Green.
I'm gonna see if I can call him.
If you paid attention to Air It Out, you would know these things. So he has he had a whole profile done in the French edition of the Rolling Stones. He just went on a European tour, and they're back for that and doing more. And yeah, I mean, just super incredible.
I just texted him.
And then Saturday from 3 to 7, the Central Vermont Flood Recovery Benefit. Now, this is going to benefit the Berry City Community Fund as well as the Montpelier Strong Fund.
Right.
So get your tickets. The link is up. I'm going to post it again right now. But get your tickets and come out. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
Lots of performers and yeah.
Dave is playing. That's going to be awesome.
And Dave is playing. Exactly.
Jeez.
What more do you want? If you can have Dave, come
Damn.
on.
Yeah.
So super excited about that. We know that. Then we know that next Saturday is an event that matters at the Elks. That's suicide and mental health awareness. I'll definitely be there for that. Gretchen came in a couple weeks ago now and did an episode of It's No Secret with me, and we talked all about that and
Very good
the
show, by the
stigma
way.
of mental health and addiction and suicide and all of that stuff. And it's presented by NAMI Vermont, and
Yeah.
next Friday. Sorry, Hillary.
And what's the price tag on getting into that?
So it's I have to look again, JD Green. It's or Hillary will just tell me because I forget all these things because there's
that's all
so
right.
many. How much is for what? It's very, very reasonable, and it's right here.
Yeah.
So it is from 6 to 11 at the Elks Club in Barrie, $20 per person, $35 per couple.
Yeah.
All proceeds will go to NAMI, which is the National Alliance on Mental Health Illness.
Okay.
So there's going to be a silent auction, 50-50 raffle, dancing, RPM, entertainment, hors d'oeuvres. Yeah.
Brandy Tracy, I'm guessing, will be there.
I'm assuming. We know that she has all kinds of stuff going on herself. I'm sure she's preparing for the Out of the Darkness walk, that's been switched. It's normally in September, but it's not going to be until October this year. So, yeah.
Before you scoot, what's going on with the Berry City community flood relief?
Well, they met their mark. So they met their mark. So that means that Tom and Karen Lozon have
50K?
written a check for $50K because they
Wow.
met their mark, and they actually exceeded their mark.
So they're matching it.
So yeah, the $50K.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, come on.
That's
They
fantastic.
anything and everything they can do to support this community, they certainly do. And then we know that the big news is that this Saturday night from 6 to 11 at the Barry Auditorium is the Battle in Barry 11.
Oh my God.
And so there's still time to get your tickets, but don't wait. If you haven't gotten them, get on DonnieFightPromotions.com
Yeah, Donnybrook Fight Promotions.
Donnybrook Fight Promotions Facebook page,
Yes.
and get those tickets. And then always, always, always remember that Donnybrook does not post any links whatsoever in any comment section, not on our ads, not on their ads, nowhere. If you see anything Donnybrook Fight Promotions
Right.
in the comments,
Yep.
lit in blue, it's a scam.
Yep.
And do not click on it. We have a problem with that every year while we're live, while they're doing the
Happens all the
event.
time.
It's crazy. If it's a sports event, for some reason, those scammers come out like crazy. And so, yeah, we want to make sure that no one clicks on any links in the comment section.
All right. I just dropped the link for Donnybrook Fight.
So get your
Promotions right
tickets. The
there.
fight's
I'm telling
this
you,
weekend at the Barry Auditorium.
this Rob Fuller,
Crazy good time.
this Rob Fuller Keegan Hornstra fight is going to be just epic. It is going to be so intense that Friday night during the media night, weigh-in night up at the Barry Auditorium, which, by the way, is free for the public to go up, they've got security to keep these guys separated from each other. I mean, how they're going to do a face-off, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But the intensity is very high between
maybe
these two guys.
there will be a little rumble right there.
Might be a rumble between
In the
Rex
weigh-in.
Thompson and I.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to be able to make
I
it.
was going to say, you're not going.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make this one. But man, there's a ton of stuff going on this weekend. It's just everywhere. My God, it's not just in Vermont. I mean, it's just everywhere. I see that Governor Phil Scott announced the first round of the BCAP grant awards. That's out. I mean, there's man, I'm just flipping through the World here. I love the World newspaper, and I want to say before I forget, Chris Autry is going to be on with us real soon. He has started up his own podcast,
Which is super exciting.
Oh, it's amazing! It's amazing. Even though he, like a bum, he moved down to North Carolina. But we love the guy so much, and we're so proud of him. He is gonna tell you all about it, and we'll tell you where to find it, where to listen to it, and everything. It's on iTunes. It's gonna be huge. Also, want to say we're gonna try to obviously sneak Rex Thompson on the air before Friday. Right here, we're not gonna try. We will. I'll threaten him. What else? There was something else that was big that I wanted to. Anthony Marquis and Tiffany Mason.
Yes.
We're trying to film a documentary about the flood. All of their equipment was stolen, and they're going to be joining us at some point on the air here very soon. It could be within the next day or two, so stand by for that. They'll be on the air with us as well to tell their story. I know we're going fast. Is there anything else that you can think of?
No, not at the moment. There isn't.
Get over to Yipes and grab one of these. one of our presenting sponsors who we love and adore, grab one of these decals.
Or one of the super cool hats that they've
got
made.
hats?
Yeah, the Vermont Strong hats are super cool. They've done up these leather patches that they'll put on any hat that you want. They're really cool. They're nice hats.
All right, so we got the hats now.
Yeah.
We got the banner that's hanging behind us.
Flags, yard signs, T-shirts, hats.
Underwear?
You name it, they have it. I'm sure that she would go ahead and graphic up some underwear for you. If you wanted to bring her some of your
Can we call her about that? Would you?
tidy boxers, I'm sure she'd let you.
I don't want to ask her because then that just makes me uncomfortable. Would you ask her for me?
It makes you uncomfortable.
A little
You're
bit.
not uncomfortable about anything. You're always talking about your junk. That is the biggest lie ever. Oh my God.
I think some Vermont Strong underwear would be amazing. I mean, if I was in the bedroom with Sherilyn and I was wearing nothing but my Vermont Strong underwear, do you know what that would do to her? It would send her into a frenzy.
I'm pleading the fifth. I'm not going down this road with you.
I want to close out this morning by saying I just want to read something in the world here. Popular downtown Barrie world carrier.
Agree, Glenn.
What's that?
Nothing. Keep going. Keep going. Yep, keep going.
Chris Foster has been eagerly waiting for his route. He's a carrier for the world to restart since the flood, July 10.
We love Chris. I miss him.
This guy.
I miss him. He's a great guy.
At some point, we have to get him on the air with us.
We do. We really do. He's a great guy. And I can't imagine. It's kind of like Maisie during COVID, not being able to give hugs. I mean, this is what Chris does, and it's what he looks forward to. And I hope he can start doing.
I mean, everything had to be on hold because he couldn't deliver his newspapers anymore. And he has been asking all the time, when is it going to restart? This is what makes him happy to walk up and down North Main Street. And when he delivers the world to the Aired Out podcast, he just walks the hell in.
He does.
He doesn't give a shit.
He says
right
hi.
in.
We love him.
Even when we're on the air talking.
Yeah, we love him. He's a great
say
guy.
Hi. He'll give us our newspaper.
Yeah.
Our world newspaper. And he's always got a smile on his face.
Yes, super sweet guy.
And Gary Haas says it's one more sign of things returning to normal in Barrie.
God, I hope so.
This guy. Right here.
Right, you got to show the camera, honey. There you go.
There he is. What a super guy.
He is a super guy. We're very lucky to have him in the city.
Thanks for having fun with us, gang.
Yes.
Thanks to all of our sponsors making it possible for us to do this each and every day. We appreciate you. We love you. Stay well.
Have a great day. Love ya.